happening? This is just ASD. Today we're joined with Janet, the lovely Janet, and also I'm going to read some questions on the phone. So Janet, is that okay?
Alright, we Polo.
We're not in the studio, we're in the ADHD hub with the lovely Janet. Janet, let me ask you this question. How did you get into doing the ADHD hub?
We Polo, the ADHD hub back in 2017. My first child was diagnosed with ADHD and I believed it was something that I had done wrong, and I suppose every day hearing negative things about him, I suffered a bit of depression and our relationship was not good as a kid and I wasn't being a good mother. And then whenever I dealt with my low mood, etc., I put a message out on Facebook to see if there was anybody else going through the same thing. My phone never pinged once, and then all of a sudden later on that day lots of people messaged me, so I organised a meeting. So for a year we ran with a support group, and in the year 2 we started the coffee shop, and we had no money, still don't have any money, but hey ho, we're still here. And what we do is support people battling the system. We try to support the NHS staff because we think they're fabulous. We offer volunteer hours to anybody, but lots of our young people come to me with anxiety and struggles and whatever, and we've got a really good little community network going.
And talking about struggles, I know some people are going to say this, but I went for a struggle of going really bad past as well. So
well, I got diagnosed with ADHD at 37, so I of course blamed the dad. It's always going to be the dad's fault.
Yes.
And then I realised actually it's mine, so it's totally my fault.
I have ADHD as well, so this is why I'm in this hub as well.
We Polo, we have got to know each other over the last few years, and you're like our little local celebrity. I don't think there's anybody in here that doesn't know you. You've done your volunteering hours, you've sang a few tunes, so this is what the ADHD hub is about, allowing young people, old people, anybody to come in, catch a coffee or grab a coffee by themselves, come in, sing songs, do whatever you want.
I know Janet will crack up with me doing this, but even girls as well.
Oh, absolutely, girls with ADHD.
Yes, and people who are not on the spectrum as well.
This is like, whilst it says ADHD over the door, we are very accepting of community, of anybody, and there's a lot of people who are very lonely in life. There's a lot of people really struggling to get access to the diagnosis system, so this is a really lovely place, and I think you know that. We've talked about different things in different situations you've struggled with, and here we all get you, we love you. We Polo's a bit of a local celebrity around the town, isn't he?
What made you bring people along?
I think I'm the kind of person that wears my heart on my sleeve. I don't pretend to be the best parent in the world. I try to be, but we're all human and life is difficult. There's been lots of challenges along the way, very little resources. So I suppose I was looking support from other families, other parents, and I've had people come through the door on their hands and knees thinking that they've got nothing to offer, but suddenly I watch them offering a little bit of support to somebody else or things that they've tried, and suddenly you realise, you know what, there's nobody worthless, there's nobody that doesn't have something that they can offer somebody else. It's about building a community.
And also for the fans watching this, if they want to join the ADHD hub, what age group is it?
So we do have a membership, and obviously there's a one-off payment every year for that, but that gets you access to lots of the therapies and alternative therapies we run, and you're pretty cool some of our activities are. So you can contact us and we will send you the information on that.
What more could be done to help the hub?
So can I ask you a question? I remember there was your dad one day out on the street and he saw the sign and he came down to find out what we're about, and I haven't been able to get rid of you since, so clearly he's loved the place and I love you just as much because your dad does sponsor us. Lovely Kevin Kin here. But anyway,
Shout out Kevin Kin.
If I asked you a question, and not that the ADHD Hub offers you a lot, but how important is this place to you? Have you made friends from it? Do you feel accepted here?
Yeah, I feel so relaxed because it takes my mind off things from doing YouTube, from doing content, for quality content, like 10 out of 10 content, but for the most of the hub, this place is the best. And I would recommend it for you guys if you want to come along and join the gala ball.
So when you're saying to me, what do we need or what could be done? So if the hub ran out of money, which is probably quite likely, and we couldn't continue offering what we do, or even just somewhere to call in and grab a Coke, which you probably normally never pay for, by the way, but your mum did pay for it today, for once, anyway. But if the hub wasn't here, or it closed, you know what it would be like. You love coming in, you love having the crack, everybody loves having the banter with you, you know what I mean? So whilst that we have lots of other people that have similar stories that really value the hub, and money does make the world go round. We do need money. We need to pay our rent, we need to pay our rates. We're not a charity, we're a constituted community group, but to be able to offer friendship, community, a base for people to call into, people really do need to get behind us because we do need the money. So.
And could there be a youth club for people with autism like us?
Of course there could be, but I suppose my personal view on things is I love, and again, you have to remember autism is such a huge spectrum, so while somebody's high, to try and get something that fits all, that's going to be difficult. But the higher functioning end, I'm very much about integration. Autism friendly, and some people don't like noise, some people don't like certain elements of things, but in society, my dream is for children growing up is to try and integrate something that it's non-neurodiverse, it's for everybody. And whilst we have to make differences and allowances for maybe light, sound, things like that, it's also educating children with no conditions that they have to be respectful of children with autism, ADHD, etc. So yes, there's a possibility, but I think my view in life is, do you know what, when you're older and you go to get a job, there's no autism segregated jobs as such. So it's about learning. I think it's education for everybody.
And for you talking about jobs, I know the way most of the younger people based around the area love the music scene, but also some of them can be a bit negative because they tell me to go get a job, be realistic, quit the music, and they don't like me just making moves. And also, like I said in that Melter song, you really loved it, Janet.
Polo, if you watch any celebrity aid it to their personal goal, you hear lots of artists and say, do you know what, if you give up or if you lose your dream, you're never going to achieve. So you've got a real fire in your belly, you love your music, and as I just said to your mum about 5 minutes ago, she is your biggest supporter, and I love the fact that your song that you had written, I think it's class. You went to tech, excuse my words, but people were not being very kind to you. So Polo and his mate decided to write a rap, and your mother, calling you a melter. Are you maybe the best rapper in the world? No, but that's what you're working on it. You've got a fabulous singing voice, but you're so creative, and I'm like, absolutely. Your autism, you're embracing who you are, and you know what? There comes a time you do have to pay the bills and whatever when your mom bits you out, but if you're still living at home, you milk it for all you can and you work really hard. Not too many people in the world would go up to Gary Lightbody and tell him how to sing a song and duet with him, so that's off to you.
And could local employers who see this YouTube video help you out?
Oh, I think lots of employers, they do need help. I get it.